James Garner, is James Garner here?
I'm here.
Wearing his hat like he's headed to a fashion shoot instead of a courtroom, this sovereign citizen walks into Judge Perkins' court, convinced he's about to outsmart the system. But today he chose the wrong judge at the worst possible time. Every word he speaks digs the hole deeper, and within minutes, the confidence collapses. Judge Perkins shuts it all down, and what started as swagger ends with a brutal reality check, a 30-day jail sentence. Buckle up, because this courtroom flex goes off the rails fast.
Good morning to you, sir.
Good morning.
What is your middle name? Can you remove your hat, please? And your scarf. What is your middle name, Mr. Garner?
Errol.
Earl?
No.
He's on the 1:30 docket, Your Honor, I believe.
James Garner, Earl Garner. James Errol Garner, right?
Yes.
You are on the 1:30 docket.
If you want, Your Honor, I can give House Counsel an offer right now. She can report it to him.
On James Garner, do you see all the cases he has?
I see just the 4 that are on the docket, or 5.
Yes.
You've got more?
He's got plenty more.
Okay. You want me to come down, review, and do a global offer?
If you could, please.
Okay, I'm on my way down.
Mr. Garner, do you want to offer on these or do you want to go to trial?
I would like to know what the charges are.
Tipping his hat like he's on the red carpet, this sovereign citizen walks into Judge Perkins' courtroom, overflowing with confidence, convinced he's about to outsmart the system. But today is the worst possible date to test the wrong judge. Every word, every gesture is being clocked. And before he realizes it, that courtroom swagger collides with cold reality. Judge Perkins goes full drill sergeant, dismantling every failed argument, every disrespectful interruption, and every cringe sovereign script, one mistake at a time, until the confidence evaporates, and the lesson is sealed, a 30-day jail sentence. Buckle up, because this courtroom meltdown gets messy fast.
Okay, this is the city of Detroit versus James Earl Garner. Case number SP 11000435, counts 1, 2, and 3. SP 116950. Those are driving license expired, misdemeanor, no insurance, insurance misdemeanor. Thank you. And an improper plate misdemeanor. All of them punishable by maximum possible penalty of 93 days in jail and or $500 in fines. SP 1169507, counts 1 and counts 2, expired license and no insurance misdemeanor, both punishable by 93 days in jail and or $500 in fines. SP 1169521, same improper plates, same punishment, $500 and 93 days in jail and or $500 in fines, maximum possible penalty. SP 1223079, driver license suspended. SP 127-37681, SP 129-27512. 3 of those tickets are all punishable by 93 days in jail and or $500 in fines. SP 1547006, counts 1, counts 2, and counts 3. Those are civil infractions. SP 1547407, counts 1 and counts 2. Count 1 being a driver license suspended repeat offender. This one is in warrant status, probably an old case that he didn't pay. SP 800104, counts 1 and counts 2. 1 being an unregistered untitled. He owes $1,194 on that. SP, and count two of that is a drove while licensed improper. It looks like he has $114 fine on that. State of Michigan versus James Earl Garner, case number SX 362685661. That is a drove while license expired. And that will be $500 maximum possible penalty, 93 days in jail and or $500 in fine.
He's staring down a staggering 17 charges today, all built on the bold belief that the law simply doesn't apply to him. But here's the twist: none of those 17 are what sent him to jail. Instead, it's an outcome he never saw coming, proving once again that in Judge Perkins' courtroom, confidence and defiance don't win, and sometimes the lesson comes from the most unexpected and humiliating place.
For the record, please.
Sherika Harris on behalf of Mr. Garner. Mr. Garner, please state your name for the record.
First off, I do have a couple.
You got to state your name first. You got to state your name first.
No,
Let's start there.
Wait a minute, Ms. Harris. Wait a minute, Ms. Harris. I think Mr. Garner is going to represent himself. Am I correct, Mr. Garner?
I'm representing myself in what? I mean,
Oh wow, so you're representing yourself in a criminal matter, I mean multiple criminal matters, and you have to love the public defender's reaction. It's priceless, like she's seen this circus enough times now that her shock meter barely even moves anymore. She's watching someone confidently flail through legal arguments that she could dismantle in her sleep, and the mix of frustration and barely concealed amusement on her face says that all this isn't just a bad idea, it's a full-on train wreck unfolding in real time. And she's there taking notes while trying not to laugh at the sheer audacity of thinking you can outlawyer a seasoned criminal defender.
I'm confused about what's actually going on. First off, who's alleging these charges? That's what I'm curious about.
State of Michigan, City of Detroit.
Okay, well, if that's the case, there's a common law principle which states that for there to be a crime, there must be a victim. Corpus delicti. The state cannot be the injured party. And in the absence of a victim, there can be no crime.
We want to do it.
Drawing my name from the record on that one. Thank you.
I know. How do you want to proceed, Mr. Garner? You set the matter. I'll enter a not guilty plea on his behalf. Give him a $0 bond. Either set the matter for trial or I'll wait for the city to give you an offer. What do you want to do?
Well, the court haven't even established jurisdiction. I mean, in order for jurisdiction, the jurisdiction has to be established first, and there's no jurisdiction established. And once jurisdiction is challenged, that must be settled before charges can be brought.
Oh wow, he's representing himself not in one but multiple criminal cases, and the public defender's reaction is priceless. She's clearly seen this circus before, barely even blinking as she watches him confidently trip over arguments she could dismantle in her sleep. The mix of frustration and barely contained amusement on her face says everything. This isn't confidence, this is a slow-motion train wreck, and she's front row taking notes while he proves exactly why self-representation in criminal court is a terrible idea.
All right, do you want to put that in a motion, sir?
As far as I'm concerned, any and all charges must be dismissed because there is no complaining witness, and the state cannot be.
I'm not gonna listen. If that's your motion, I'm gonna deny the motion. Okay. So all we're gonna do now, we're not gonna keep going back and forth. Either you take an offer or you set the matter for trial. Which one do you want?
Respectfully, in order for this to continue, there must be a complaining witness, and the state cannot be a complaining witness. Now, if I'm entitled to a fair trial, the law states there must be a victim. I'm just requesting, who is the victim? Who did I injure?
The citizens of the city of Detroit and the state of Michigan are the victims.
The state cannot be a victim. And if that's the case,
I said the citizens of the city of Detroit and the state of Michigan are the victims.
if that's the case,
Mr. Garner, Mr.
If that's
Garner,
the case,
can we just go into a breakout room? And then maybe I can give you a little bit of advice to assist you with moving forward. Would you be agreeable to that?
sure.
Okay, awesome.
But here's the kicker from his crayon muncher worldview. The public defender isn't help, she's the enemy and agent of the state, and accepting her assistance would mean admitting the government has authority over him in his mind that would legitimize every charge he's fighting. So instead of letting a professional save him, he doubles down on chaos, rejects help, and proudly drives straight into disaster, creating the perfect storm of defiance, bad decisions, and courtroom humiliation.
I believe he's ready, Your Honor. He's representing himself.
Let's go back on the record with Garner. What do you want to do, Mr. Garner? Do you want a trial date or you want an offer? Those are really your only two options.
Okay, since we are on the record, all I'm asking for is the
Okay, one last time. Now listen, here's how it's gonna go from this point on. If you don't answer the question that I asked specifically, then I'm gonna hold you in contempt of court, and we're gonna move from that point on, right?
Consider this your official warning. From this point forward, everything that happens is on you. Every interruption, every bad argument, every consequence was avoidable and yet completely earned. The court was patient, the options were clear, and the lifeline was offered, but you chose pride over reason and fantasy over reality. So when the gavel drops and the door shuts behind you, remember, this wasn't a setup, it wasn't a surprise, it was your own doing.
So you're telling me,
Mr. Garner, we're not gonna have a
court is just gonna violate the
conversation.
and the law.
Stop, sir. Now, that's the last time I'm gonna ask you to.
On the law. Is that what I'm hearing?
All right.
I'm asking.
I'm gonna hold Mr. Garner in contempt of court. He is directly violating the court's order. I've asked him repeatedly to not interfere or add any extra commentary to this case. I've given him ample time to answer the court's question, and he continues to refuse to do so. So now I'm going to hold you in contempt, and I'm going to sentence you to 30 days Wayne County Jail, no early release.
So that means that the court is just going to violate my rights because I'm defending myself? Is that what I'm hearing?
30 days, Wayne County Jail, no early release. That'll give you some chance and some time to read up on your rights, okay? Fill out the contempt papers, Madam. So I'm gonna order you to turn yourself in today, Mr. Garner, to start that jail time, okay?
So I have a question.
I'm not answering any more of your questions. Turn yourself into the Wayne County Jail today.
So the court is going to be in direct violation of my rights in the law. Is that where we're standing?
That's how you feel. Have a good day, sir.
All right, guys, that's going to do it for today's courtroom chaos. And honestly, this situation feels a lot like the Jamal Lockhart case, where his likes stayed on pause until those 30 days for contempt were served. We've even watched him come back asking Judge Perkins to lift the jail sanction so he could move on. And her answer was exactly what you'd expect. You don't make special appearances in my courtroom, you make them at the Wayne County Jail. And I don't see Mr. Garner getting any special treatment either. So let this be the lesson: the courtroom doesn't bend, it doesn't wait, and it definitely doesn't care about ego. If you enjoyed the breakdown, hit like. If you didn't, hit dislike. Either way, drop a comment, subscribe with notifications, and stick around because there's always more chaos coming.